Welcome to this video. What is your best SAP tip? I asked 3 SAP experts this question, and in this video they will give you their answer. Enjoy this video and let's get started.
Hi friends, today we are going to talk about how we can do something in SAP a bit smartly related with SE16H. So in SE16H, you can easily find out stuffs that you can group by. Okay, suppose you have a requirement to find out uh, all the purchase orders that has been created for different company codes. So what you'll do is you go to SE16H. Okay, and here, so once this will show, what I'll be doing is I'll just put EKKO. Okay, the moment I do that, okay, here I can see all the fields. So now here, suppose I want to know what are the company codes the that are being used to create purchase orders. So what I'll do is I'll select here bookers and I'll select the group by class. Okay, and I'll just execute. The moment I do that, you will see all the counts based on plants, based on company code. So if you notice here, if I execute, you can see this is the company code which is heavily used, so with 3150 and all those things. Now the same thing, suppose I want to do for 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 the vendors. Okay, so in order to do that, what I'll do is I can just search here. I'll go here and I'll put listener. Okay, the moment I press enter, I'll get listener here, and I'll just do group by. Okay, so here if you see, I do group by, and I'll uncheck this because that was before for group by company code. Now I'll do group by vendors, and now I'll get all the vendors that has been used to create purchase orders. So you can see this is a very heavy hitting vendor that has 360 purchase orders created. So this is very helpful. Now if you want, in lots of places we go, there will be a chances you want to see what are the frequently used transaction code that the company uses. So if I go to CDHDR, there is a similar thing called T code. Okay, and I'll just do a group by, and from here I will know what are the transaction codes that are being used to change stuffs. So these will be the ones that probably you want to create Fiori apps, or you want to adapt those Fiori apps. So if I execute, okay, and if I go here and I'll just click on this, and you can see, if you see FI01, FF500, BP, these are the most frequently used transaction code in the system. So this way you can find a lot of stuff. So this is myself, Arghadip. I have more than 18 years experience with SAP, and I'm currently working with Vim, ABAP, and GenAI. So stay tuned to my videos, and happy SAP learning.
Hi, I'm Barry Snow, and I work for Security Bridge in the market segment that I like to call SAP Cybersecurity. But the tip that I will share is more strictly from your traditional ABAP SAP security T codes. I want to tell you about some things that you might not know you can do with transaction code SU56. This is the authorization buffer T code, and we will use as a demo user with 2 single roles assigned to it as our demo scenario. Well, SU56 is commonly thought of a place where you go in and you quickly reset a user buffer, as you see on the second menu option. And this might be needed if there are some issues with a basis client copy, or if there's a problem generating profiles from roles. But this would never probably ever happen in production. But the more common location where you would be testing environments that have to be wiped and reset is to start up a fresh round of testing scenarios, and that's where a client copy might be more common to occur. But let's set that aside because I want to explore the other capabilities and uses for SU56, and that primarily is to evaluate and analyze the user buffer using the SU56 almost as a reporting and analysis tool. So you're using SU56 to tell you what the combined cumulative authorizations are that are mapped to a user ID based on their role assignments. And this will typically be occurring on a test user ID instead of your own ID. So the first step will be to select this menu option for a different user. Okay, once your user has been selected, that user's authorization buffer will be displayed. Now let's flip back really quick to T-code SU01 and review the way that our demo user is set up. Here we see two role assignments, one for admin and one for display. There's a little bit of overlap in the authorizations, and we'll use SU56 to see what that overlap is. Attached to those two roles are two authorization profiles. And these are the profiles that are generated and contain all the authorizations that are used to populate the user authorization buffer. So we can expect that the ZDemo user buffer is populated from these two profiles. All right, let's click back into SU56 and drill down to the table maintenance authorization object. You might know it as S-taboo-dis, and we'll use that as our example for analysis. If you're familiar with T-code PFCG for profile configurator, it looks similar to this, but in SU56, you're looking at the combined authorizations from all the role profiles that are assigned to your user, whereas with PFCG, you're dealing with one authorization at a time. Now remember that our ZDemo user has two roles and profiles assigned. So for the authorization object S-taboo-dis, we see two authorization assignments. The display profile grants the familiar number 3 display access, and meanwhile, the admin profile grants additional access, including that O2 for edit. Now, SU56 also contains a handy way for you to capture a point-in-time snapshot of the user's authorization buffer, and I recommend that you use this text view button to do that exercise. So you click on the text view button, and you get this less pretty view, if you want to call it that. It's still the same data. Then you click on System, List, Save, Local File. In the pop-up, then you click on HTML Format, and that's important so that you can preserve the format in your offline file archive. After that, you'll be prompted to enter a file path and a file name, with HTML being your suffix. Now, after you save the file, you can open the HTML file in your browser. So you'll see here a representation of that file opened in my browser. And here is a comparison. You'll see that it closely resembles the text view of SU56 on the left. It's preserving the layout and spacing. And now you have a record of that authorization buffer to use. It's your point-in-time snapshot. You can use this for your testing documentation, troubleshooting, comparison with functional or technical specifications, or even to use as an appendix to those specification documentation. This can also be used to discuss updates that might need to happen with role and profile authorization changes or other segregation of duties analysis. Hey, if you want to discuss this tip in more detail, look me up on LinkedIn. I'm happy to talk with you there, and I'm easy to find on LinkedIn.
Hello everybody. I'm the maintainer and content creator of the YouTube channel Cust&Code in SAP ABAP. Long story short, I provide here content about programming, code snippets, customization, general info about SAP and SAP Insights. Sounds interesting? Feel free to explore it. I'm happy about every new subscriber. Today I am supposed to give a good tip about SAP ABAP or ABAP programming in general. My tip today is check frequently other integrated development environments, IDEs for ABAP development. There are more than just the SE80. In addition to the SE80, I also use the ABAP development tools, Visual Studio Code and Notepad++. Okay, Notepad++ more as a proof of concept for offline working. And I know change is sometimes not a good thing to many developers. Disclaimer, I use more than one ABAP IDE. For example, I like the SE80 for the ABAP debugger and the data dictionary. I like the ABAP development tools for the bigger windows you can drag a tab to another desktop. Really cool if you have 2 or more screens. Syntax highlighting is really cool. Renaming of variables and parameters. Real-time identification of syntax errors. And you can use really cool add-ons like the ABAP cleaner. Yes, that was it already. My short tip for today. All the best and hope we see us on my YouTube channel.
I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you would also like to participate in this kind of knowledge share, put them in the comment sections, reach out to me, and please also subscribe their channels, their profiles, follow them. There are pure SAP experts. Give also this video a like, and if you have any questions left, put them in the comment section. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.